Well, Donald Trump was inside the courtroom this morning in New York as prosecutors argued he had repeatedly lied about the value of the business bearing his name.
It's day one of the former president's legal battle there. WGN political reporter Tamon Bradley has a look at the case and Trump's defiant response.
Ben and Lourdes, this is a civil trial. The former president is not at risk of going to prison. Also, he wasn't ordered to appear, but he chose to sit in court today as the fate of the Trump Organization empire hangs in the balance. In a trial that could determine the fate of Donald Trump's family business and his flagship New York properties. The former president entered the Manhattan courtroom to face allegations he and his business fraudulently inflated his assets by billions. They did so, New York State Attorney General Letitia James alleges, to deceive banks and insurers. James is seeking $250 million in penalties, and she wants to ban Trump from doing business in the state. Outside the courtroom, the former president called the trial a witch hunt, and he attacked the judge.
They weren't defrauded. I've been defrauded. And the violent crime that's being committed in our city and our state is disgraceful, and we're going to be here for months with a judge that already made up his mind. It's ridiculous. He's a Democrat judge, he's an operative, and it's ridiculous.
Trump began the trial at a disadvantage. In a pretrial decision last week, presiding Judge Arthur Engoron deemed the Trump New York business operation fraudulent, and he revoked the former president's business licenses. The move could force Trump to offload properties at the core of his wealth.
This is a rigged court. He's put there to do a job on Trump.
The frontrunner for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination, the Trump team quickly began fundraising off the court appearance.
This is called election interference, and worse than that, really much worse than that. And you don't get much worse than election interference, especially we're talking presidential election.
The New York case is the first of several government trials the former president will face in the coming year. Mr. Trump and his three eldest children are listed as witnesses, and each of them may testify, Ben and Lourdes.
Alrighty, Tamon, thanks.